it's Mary Richardson with Music Junkie Press. We're back here at the Viper Room because tonight Another Century is having a great showcase. And guess who we got? A couple of the guys from 9Electric.
What's
Welcome.
up?
Hey,
What's up?
hey,
We
everybody.
made it.
How are
You
you?
made it.
Yes, can you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Ron Thunderwood. I do singing.
I'm Mikey, I play guitar.
So now tonight's a special night. You guys got to tell everybody, what are you guys doing down here at the Viper Room?
We're here to play Another Century / Century Media showcase for the summer. Bunch of new bands on the label, including us. Yay!
Awesome, awesome, exciting news.
And applause.
Awesome family. Awesome family. I personally feel like I had some unfinished business with these guys because I had another band that worked with Century Media. That thing went sour at some point. A guy left the band, yada yada.
Yeah.
These guys bring me back to LA, and I got a second chance, so we're ready to rumble.
Brought this vibrant new life to everything. You
Yeah.
know, you guys really bring the energy. Seeing you guys come out to the Bay Area, play shows out there in Sacramento. I think we've seen you a couple times out there.
The boardwalk.
Yes, the
Yeah,
boardwalk. The neat thing is that definitely your energy is what attracts everybody. You guys get the crowd pumped and
Gotta bring it.
exactly. It's back to being a show. I mean, that's the neat thing. It's you don't see people sitting down, on their phones. People are right in
Well,
it.
we're cut from that cloth of like bands that do shows like that. Like I'm wearing a Kiss shirt.
Yeah.
Board up Kiss shirt. We like, like things that Kiss does and Prodigy and Slipknot and Rammstein, stuff like that, you know what I mean? And we also like bands like Reggie's Machine that do nothing on stage, just kick ass. But as far as like a show is concerned, like the kind of music we make and the vibe, it really calls for a lot of action, lights and crowd participation and fun, you know what I mean? So
and everybody's
aggression,
involved.
Yeah,
The neat thing is when we've gone to your shows is that the age generation, it's all over. You see the kids
That's
out.
a good sign.
Yeah.
For
It
me,
is neat because then you sit here and you see the parents out bringing their kids. You see everybody, and it's just they're all into it.
Well, it's good, to have a wide appeal is important because if you get pigeonholed into one thing, then it's like you can potentially stay there for a long time. I think it gets I can't speak for other artists. I mean, they do whatever they do, right? But you see some bands enjoy, I think, jumping onto one thing and staying there.
Yes.
And
the comfort zone.
if that's
You
their,
can rise with the scene, but then you may unfortunately fall with that scene.
Ultimately,
and then you
to take it to that bigger level and to have like that headliner thing, there needs to be a universal quality that attracts different groups of people to the scenario, and that's what we're trying to do. I mean, we make a somewhat specific kind of music, but what's important to us is writing good songs.
Yeah.
Within the structure of the kind of music that we, the sound that we make, but we don't just say like this is only what we're gonna do. It's like there's a blueprint there, and it kind of changes as time goes on.
Exactly, you guys work with the whole thing.
I think people will see that too when our record comes out. It definitely is not going to be exactly the way that people would expect it to be, because if you
you got
a few years ago we did some things with Static X or a band like that, and they kind of expect you to be that. Well, we're not. We were never trying to be like Static X. We love them. We love Wayne, and we love those things, But we've never been trying to be like a Static X. We're 9Electric. We make our own sound, our own vibe, and when our record comes out, everybody will see the growth.
Now tell us about the record. Now, what's the time frame? What do you guys?
It's a really long process. I mean, we'll probably be done recording in like probably at the end of August. We're working with Kane Churko, and he's out in Vegas. So we're still doing some things here on our end, finishing stuff up. Then we'll end up in Vegas, and this band has been recording for like almost 2.5 years straight. Aside from the touring that we've been doing, we just record. We actually did our own record before we were signed, put it out through a crowdfund thing, and sent that out to a few key people, and the Century people were stoked on it immediately. So they've been down for us from the word go. But we finished a record, then we wrote some new songs. The label decided they wanted to hear us go in that new direction that we've been going in. So we broke it apart and put out an EP, and then continued to write and record as we've been touring.
So it's just completely evolved, which is great. I mean, it's like
break it in half and then supplement the thing, the songs for this new full-length record. So in a way, you're kind of like, I blew my load quickly. Now we got to regroup and supplement the new material.
Yeah, recording's an arduous process too. It's like it's just the way that this band works too. Everything gets like worked over with a fine-tooth comb. Everybody has a say. It needs to become what we consider perfect before it's finished, And now working with a producer such as Kane Churko and his stature, it's even on another level, So
and it's neat because you guys really, that maintains the honesty in the music, is when you guys work it all together. And literally you sort of mold it and change it together.
I would have to say the newest stuff is the most sonically it's awesome. You got Kane Churko, you know, doing that whole thing, but also the influences. Rather than
range.
It's a wider range, but they're gelled more completely because we've had time to figure out, okay, this speaks well for us. This kind of works, but maybe it's imbalanced.
Yeah, to have him there,
we've corrected a few of those.
Most of this
those
stuff is it's more song oriented with the electronic aspect in it, as opposed to when the band started in the first couple of years was like finding its sound and its vibe. It was very electronic based and vibe based, where we would always put like hooky, chanty things that you put in there, but the basis of the song and the crux of the song was like the electronic sound of it and like the heavy aspect of it. Now it's just there's a lot of song.
The electronics are coming to life now, definitely taking on their own emotions, which is going to be really cool and exciting.
Dynamic overall.
That's going to be very exciting.
We're playing
really
a couple new
looking
songs tonight, and to be honest with you, they're not the most. They don't deviate too far from the way that we already sound, but I guess what we wanted to do is like. It takes us a little while actually too to learn new songs and like the whole process.
Yeah, you got to do the whole process of
it's,
it.
We're really
So we chose
we
a couple.
Them apart so
much.
You want to just have the exact. Now you guys have actually a show coming up in July. Is it going to be with Otherwise coming up? I think.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if they're playing
Chicago.
Oh, in Chicago.
Rockford.
Well, we're getting invited. We're getting flown out to do like a little festival type thing there. So we said yes to that too, and just to kind of keep ourselves sane, play a couple shows and then get done with the record at the end of August, and then I think then we'll be done, and then we have a tour booked in October.
Very cool, very cool. So be right out then.
Talk about just
that's okay. We'll be ready, you know. And that's the thing. We'll make sure that everybody gets on your social media, stay updated on everything, so they know what's going on and everything.
And we actually respond to everybody on there too.
And that's the neat part is you guys really interact with them, where they sit there and it's great because I think for them they can actually become a whole process with where the music's going. It's neat for them to be a part of it.
In this day and age too, it's like if you don't do. I mean, here's the thing: if you have social media pages. And you're putting out content, that's cool, that's nice for people, that's different than it ever used to be, right? You would have to get it like a magazine to do it, or your label, or whatever, you know, press agent. Now you can do it yourself, right? But to put something out there and then have people say things back and then not at least say like, thank you.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I get it if like some really heavy hitters are busy, right? But here's an interesting thing. Rob Zombie does his own Facebook page. And he actually, they did some festival out in the Midwest somewhere, and then some couple kids got lost. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, they were found. They're dead. Unfortunately, I don't mean to be morbid, but I mean that's.
And he
and he reposted the stuff.
He reposted it and got the word out.
And he was trying to get the word out, and some people were like,
he had the ability to reach out.
People were going like, man, that's so cool that you do this. I have a whole new respect for you. And some people were like, well, he doesn't do his Facebook page, and then he popped on there and said, actually, I do.
I love that. Yeah, it's a damn right I do. He's the kind
of cat that would take the time to do it. And he doesn't he doesn't sit there and go through every comment, hit like, talk. I mean, because he's got like thousands and thousands of people liking and commenting. But when he needs to say something, he says it. And the actual stuff that he prints and writes, it's him saying it. You know,
and
so
that's
it's not.
What you need is that connection. And that's the thing is we got to really encourage the audiences, the fans, to come out to live shows. I mean, that's the most thing. It's different when you can listen to something, but when you come out to the live environment, it's just something you can't replace. You can't replace it sitting listening to it on your headphones. And that's what we really like tonight. You guys are going to kick ass in there and show that energy, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff planned. Like when we're here at home, we tend to do more production stuff that we, how we used to do. We have video and lights. We bring lights and stuff with us on tour. But when you're on tour, some bands don't want you using a bunch of stuff. And first couple tours that we went out there, because we were friends with like the acts that brought us out, they let us do some of that stuff. They let us do some video, but I can tell you this much: when you're out on tour and you're doing 25, 30, 33, 34 shows, put that stuff up every night and to break it down.
You kind of hope that you don't have to anymore.
Exactly.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Tonight, I mean, we had to do some convincing. We've only played here at the Viper Room one other time in the existence of the band. This band started in 2011, and we did a show in 2012. And we came in here and we did pretty much this exact same setup, and I had to convince them to let us do it again because they were just like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" I assured them.
Concerned about the show going on.
I assured them it would be done from 5 p.m. to 6:45, and guess what? We got 2 screens, projectors, lights, smoke, everything done in 1 hour and 45 minutes. And the guys in there were so impressed. They're like, dude, you guys are so
you guys know your
professional.
shit.
Yeah. And I said, look, I told you we would, and we did, and it's all set and ready to go. And also when we come on stage, it'll take a little bit to get everything right in the right spot, but but it'll be ready. And for us to do that in our hometown is very important because we only play here like maybe twice a year now. We haven't played here since January. We did the Wayne Static Memorial Show. And then for this, a showcase for our record label, we really want to show why they asked us to headline the show and what we bring to the table and like really knock it out of the park. So we weren't gonna like not do it. So I had to do some convincing to get them to let us do it, and they did, and it's all good now.
We're excited about it now.
Thank you.
Hey, look at her hat. Hate me.
That's awesome.
Now tell me, lastly, is there anything you'd like to share with your fans and our audience?
Just
any words of wisdom?
You owe it to yourself to kick ass, so kick ass, god damn it.
Yeah, just
was that empowering?
That was good.
Did you buy it?
yeah. Don't listen to anybody, or don't take any wooden nickels.
Yeah.
Wooden nipples.
Yeah.